Guys, I'm ready for the fusion to be over. Don't get me wrong, I'm not regretting going for it. I think the champion is good, but guys, I mean, I'm sure y'all can relate, at least some of you, because I know some of you skipped it, but the people that are doing it, like, I'm always out of silver, I'm always out of energy, and to be honest, I feel like we haven't been able to come up from air for like numerous events in a row that obviously we can choose not to participate in them, but the events are a lot of times the fun thing about Raid, and like, we haven't gotten a chance. I've been trying to farm masteries on like 5+ people, it feels like, for a month, and have done like a few runs because it's just not a good use of energy at the moment. Click my promo link in the description box below to get legendary nuker Karato as well as hard carry epic support Tagoar free when you register your account using these steps. Here's exactly what you need to do. Step 1, log out of Plarium Play on your PC. This link will also work on your phone, but only if Raid has never been installed on that device at any point. Step 2, click the link in the description and register your account with a brand new email. Step 3, launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox in-game and Karato will be waiting for you, eager to knock down enemy champions in the early game. As soon as your account hits level 15, epic support champion and reviver Tagoar will be waiting in the exact same location. These champions will turbocharge your account start in Raid, so don't delay. Click the link and register your account now. But for me, guys, I think it's rounding down to a close. I did get the fragments just earlier today for the Dragon Tournament. Obviously, I'm like wrapping it up at the tail end. We only got 13 hours left, but I was running a duo team so I could run with food and get a very, very small amount of passive points toward the champion training, which, if I'm not mistaken, is a different tournament going on at the same time. Yes, it is right here. So I'm probably getting close to this one. Let's see if it'll load. Yeah, very close, 110 points. And then I'm going to go ahead and grind up for this, but I haven't done much in the tavern to get to this 3550. So this has mostly just been passive, which is the awesome thing about solo and duo strats in dungeons, is that you do get, basically, if you have the time to run them and you can just leave it on your PC either overnight or while you go to work during the day or whatever, the time becomes less of a factor. So the fact that it's slow isn't a big deal. And what is a big deal is that you just get a bunch of passive champion training points kind of for free if you let that trade-off for time happen. So that's what I've done. And then if I look at it, so if we go back, because like I just redeemed this dragon, that puts us, I clicked the wrong thing, sorry. That puts us at 65 for Esme. And if I did the math right, we'll go real quick to the event calendar. Then I've got the champion training tournament going on where I have 5. We just saw that. Well, actually, no, I don't even have 5. So I'm going to get the first 5 in like 110 points. So that's 10. I'm definitely not going to be winning any. So this little green 10 right here is for if you win a tournament. I will not be winning it. Like, trust me, what we just talked about, how I have no resources. So that's 10 more will take us to 75. Then this gear enhancement I haven't done yet. I didn't click on it and show you, but that's not quite done yet. So that then brings us to what, 80? And then Ice Golem Tournament will be 90. Then gear enhancement will be 95. Classic Arena is 100. Guess what, y'all? I ain't got to do the champion chase, and that's a huge deal for me because I'm probably, fingers crossed, because I am a self-admitted sucker for these boosted chance events and for chasing champions. And then y'all all know by the time you get 1 or 2 where you're like, you know what, I'm okay, I'll tap out on that progressive chance, then they throw double legendary or something like that at you, and I'm like, take my money. But anyway, and usually it's not my money, to be quite fair, because I don't really buy shards that often, but it's usually take my raid money, my resources, and I drop on my shards. And to be quite frank, I've actually had decent luck with getting the double legendaries. Problem is when you get double legendaries and they're both a dupe and you're like, okay, well, that's not particularly exciting. There's only a couple dupes in the game that I'd be really, really pressed to get. And the other option that could happen is you get the double legendary and one of them is useful and one of them is useless. And then it's kind of like, okay, well, it was cool to see gold pop twice, but you know, the value as far as the double part's not as much there. So anyway, very excited that I get to skip the champion chase. I did mention in a different video, and if you hadn't quite seen it yet, I'll mention it here again just because I feel like it's pretty important. If you are buying or not, and you have any prisms for this, hopefully you haven't pulled yet. Definitely wait until Friday when the champion chase that I'm gonna fucking skip is live, because if you can't skip it, then you definitely want to get whatever amount of points, just because every point counts in that event, that you get from pulling prisms to count for that event. If you pull any time in like the next, 3 days, something like that, before Friday, you will not get champion chase points. And it's literally just free if you save those prisms. There is a way, while we're on that topic, if you run a butt ton of Sand Devil, you can get 40. That's one pull. And then you have the offers that we saw over here that you can get, but they're only live for 2 more days. So don't forget, if you get the offers, you got to get the offers a day before the event ends, but you can still hold the offers once you've purchased them if you're going to buy and then pull during the champion chase. Highly recommend that. But guys, I'm waiting. I really just want this to be done so that I can hold Esme for pulling during a CVC where I need the points for legendary fragments, and get moving on with my account and start focusing things where I want to focus. My stupid He-Man still doesn't have masteries. He's in a new build. There's some stuff I'm going to go over probably in different videos to show you guys that are some incremental improvements that I'm making on the account. But I mean, Jesus Christ, I want him to be a primary PvP damage dealer for me. He's doing really well right now, but he has so many like extra damage masteries, and then, you know, the big one to take for a PvP, Helm Smasher, that are not on him right now. So it's almost like I'm asking him to fight for me in live arena with one hand tied behind his back. Very excited to get him booked out, or sorry, not booked out, he's already booked out, mastered out, so that he can actually really start ripping, because I think that he will. But guys, also speaking of tournaments, like we got some really good tournaments going on right now. Obviously the Dragon Tournament, the Champion Train Tournament, and in 12 hours and 47 minutes, the Ice Golem Tournament are probably must-haves for people that are going for the Esme Fusion, but these are very good too. Obviously I already mentioned the Prism Shards, or whatever the hell these are called. I still don't understand why these look so different than the Prism Crystal, which looks like a normal shard in the summoning portal. I don't get that at all. But obviously, even if the rewards aren't amazing, this is a great dungeon to be farming. Pinpoint's a fantastic set, so we want to be in here as often as we can. We may as well, where possible, be in here when there is a tournament going on that we can get these free rewards from. You know, however high you go with the energy you have, with the resources you have, whatever, you'll be able to get that level of rewards just for doing a dungeon that you would have done even if a tournament wasn't live. With that being said, guys, that's enough from me. I'll catch you guys in the next video.